Bigfoot cooking.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bigfoot Cooking, where today we're making smoked mac and cheese. What is not to love about mac and cheese? And then when you add a little meat to it and some smoke flavor, woo, this is delish and us. This is the one that you've got to try. I mean, if you got something on the smoker, this takes up like no room. I mean, dude, go for it. We're gonna show you how simple this is. All you need, now this is a 2-pound slab of Velveeta, but you need about half of that, about a pound of Velveeta, about a pound of pasta, 2 cups of milk, can of cream of mushroom soup, about a pound of shredded cheese, more or less, depending on your love of shredded cheese, some bacon crumbles, or if you don't have bacon, you want to use, some of your smoked goodness from before, or any other kind of meat. Slap it in there. It's mac and cheese. You can't go wrong. A couple of breadcrumbs to go on top of it, and a half a cup of sour cream just to keep it delicious and juicy. So you ain't gonna believe how easy this is to make. Let's get on with the cooking of this stuff. We're gonna start this party with a little bit of red oak, because yes, the Traeger grills are nice and they work great and everything, but we old school around here. Now, the secret to any good mac and cheese is not to use like a hard cheddar or something like that, something that's harder to melt. You want the softer cheeses, the Gruyere or the slab of government cheese, as some may say. We're gonna take half of this Velveeta because we're doing a smaller dish here. So that's something that's just so difficult to cut. And you don't even have to go crazy with the slicing of this stuff. I'm gonna make it into a few smaller pieces just so it melts evenly around the pan. We'll just ease them guys right on in there. I'm telling you, the technicals on this is incredible. We'll add our pasta. Yep, not even cooked. We'll spread it out because this is our new magic pool. From here, we're gonna add our 2 cups of milk just so everybody gets a little moist and delicious. And it don't matter where you pour it, pick a corner, it don't matter. It's gonna flow wherever it wants to go. From here, we're gonna pop us open a can of cream of mushroom soup because A, I like mushrooms. B, this adds a little more liquidation to the process. We'll just slide that gloopy gloop all over there. It's amazing how stuff that looks like this, when it cooks up, just makes such a delicious meal. We're gonna add in our sour cream. Now this may be slightly more than a half a cup because I was right at the bottom of the bowl. And so instead of trying to save, that little bit that's left behind, nah, we just dump it all. Trust me, you can't go wrong when you add a little more something to stuff. Can't forget to add our protein to the dish because bacon. I mean, hey, do you really need to say anything more than bacon? Bacon and yummy and and after the bacon, well, just a little bit of cheese. I mean, what is it? The more cheese, the merrier. We're trying to hide everything. We're trying to fill everything. This right here, this thing is gonna be slap full of goodness when we're done. So we'll spread this out a little bit so that way I can actually carry it out to the smoker. We're gonna set it in there for 30 minutes and we're gonna let the magic start to happen. Oh yeah, check this guy out. Woo, Smokey Boy is singing the praises of its people. Hey, don't worry about what's on the grill right now. I'm trying to get the most out of my smoker. When I throw down, we throw everything down. And we're gonna take our mac and cheese, set him up here nicely, keep him away from the fire so that way it's a little slow-mo and we don't burn none of it. We simply close the lid, wave bye to it. We're gonna give it 30 minutes before we look at it again. Patience. I know it's mac and cheese, I know, but patience, that's what makes it so good. Now, while this thing is smoking and joking and going on, let me tell y'all about a little footage I got from West Virginia. There was a guy who was climbing the mountains out there. He snuck up on, you know it, he caught a Bigfoot taking a nap. Look how comfortably he looks in his cave. sitting there on the ground, just relaxing, snoring, pops up, peeks around, and goes right back to sleep. You know, one day I'll be able to sleep as good as a Bigfoot, but until then, all I can do is cook and ask for that little button right there to be mashed called subscribe. Those little things like that make me so happy, especially when I'm throwing down a meal like this. Let's get back to seeing how this thing looks inside. Woo! Calm down, sir. The timer has said it is time. Step 1, stir the mac and cheese. Woo! We got things warm and smoky. Yeah, come on out of there. We'll set it right here and do a little bit of stirring. This way we can get everything mixed together. We can get the soup, we can get the cheese, we can get the bacon. We can make everybody happy. All right, part 1 is done. Let's set it back in there for another 30 minutes. Let it marinate in the warm smokiness of it. Tell you what, we'll pull it on over here. That way we get it good and hot this time, right over the fire. Waiting on them boys to cook, and they getting there, but we ain't there yet. Dinner's gonna be so good tonight. Ha 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 ha. Ready, ready, ready. Let's take a look and see how our mac and cheese looks now. Definitely gonna need these guys because, oh, we've been smoking for an hour. Woo! Oh, everything's coming together. Look at that bubbly cheese. Oh, let's set this guy down right here. Woo, keep the birds hot. That's another video. All right, let's give her a good stir right here. One more time before we, uh-oh, looky there. We're setting up. Oh, this is gonna be so righteous. Oh, this is sticky. This, look at that. This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna take and put us a little bit of breadcrumbs on the top of it just for the presentation, shall we say. Now again, you can do whatever you want with this. We got us some panko Italian. I figure, you know, you can't go wrong with breadcrumbs. At least I don't think you can go wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not going too crazy. I'm just getting a little bit on here, just enough to try to give it a little bit of that crust. Give the smoke something to grab a hold to right here at the finish line. There we go. Plus, you know, the Italian herb smell that's going on with the bacon and the cheese and the hallelujah moments of life. Now, back on for 10 minutes and then we eat. Up we go. And away we go. 10 minutes, I'll be right back for you. And now, by the power of editing out all the boring stuff, let's get smoked. Whoosh. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Still got the bubbly cheese. Here, I'm gonna take it over to this camera for the extreme close-up. Woo! Still got the bubbly cheese. Up, sliding out my hands. It's hot, but it's right. Let me close the smoky boy here. Let's go ahead and get us a scoop of this. Oh, ooh, it's nice, it's heavy. Ooh, look at that. Look at that coming out. Steam, savory. Here, hold on. Let me bring this up in here. Oh, look at that. Is that not something you could take home to mama and be proud of? It's a good thing, because that's what we're doing. It's Thanksgiving today, hence the smokers going crazy. We taking all of this to mama's house for tonight, because, yeah, we hungry folk, you know what I'm saying? So, the biggest thing to remember out of this whole ordeal is to take your time, let the smoker do its thing. You ain't gotta work, it'll work for you, and Bigfoot is real. Woo! This stuff? Oh yeah. Thank you, Mr. Smoker.